welcome to Ottawa in the Know. I'm Julie Findlay, your host, and this hour we're shining spotlight on people and programs and experts making a real difference in our community. From keeping kids warm, raising funds for vital causes, celebrating arts, and supporting ourselves and others. Our first guests are some of my favorite, and they're bringing up the warmth for a cool winter cause. Joining us is Lauren Parks, board member of the Snowsuit Fund and co-chair of Snowball, happening March 4th at 50 Sussex, along with Chef Peter Schultz from Social Restaurant Lounge, who's bringing the flavor to this unforgettable evening to support all of Ottawa children. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Before we get to you, because this is your first time with Snowball.
Yes.
Yeah, Lauren, what are we going to expect for this year's Snowball?
This year is going to be great. We're really excited to be back at 50 Sussex, which is the home of the Canadian Geographical Society here in Ottawa. It's a beautiful location in that it is 3 different tiers. So we have lots of space to explore different vibes at the event. We have a live band again this year, but then also 2 different DJs and lots of culinary experiences. So you can kind of taste the best of what Ottawa has to offer.
Yeah, I've luckily been able to go to many of the Snowballs, and it is an amazing event, and it obviously is raising for an important cause.
Yeah.
But what is lovely is all of the best chefs come to this event. Yes, welcome to the team. This is your first time with the event?
Yeah, we've been under the cloud of the 18 group before, but this is the first time Social is going to the event under Social, which is great. We're excited to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I got 2 kids, so snowsuits, very...
Yeah, so it's a little close to your heart too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you are going to have your own station, and you were kind enough to bring in and give us a little taste or hint of what you're going to be making?
Yeah, so this is kind of like what we're going to do for the Snowball event. Just a simple, what we got here is a wild boar belly, and duck leg rillette. It's just like a forced meat kind of pate.
Yeah, I'm just going to interrupt you for a second. Everyone at home, this is literally a culinary experience. There is no like fries and burgers, which we do love, don't worry. But this is, thank you for showing. So that lovely description is great. So that's what you start with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump right into it here?
Yeah, sure, thank you.
Over here I have a charred leek sous vide, which is basically just a fancy way of saying a charred onion puree.
Thank you.
So we're just gonna take that, we heat it up nicely, we're gonna slap that on, do a nice little pull. And then right here I have a nice toasted sourdough. We got truffle butter on top of that, so nothing going the extra mile. We're just gonna torch this up to heat it up a little bit.
I love that you say it's nothing to go the extra mile. Meanwhile, Lauren and I are like, I've never thought of using truffle oil.
I don't usually torch in my own kitchen either.
Can't just use regular butter. You gotta put some pizzazz in it. You know, this is the Snowball.
Yes.
So.
Well, and the aroma, I know we're on TV so other people can't smell it, but the aroma in here is incredible. I keep saying, what do I smell here? What do I smell there?
We'll put 2 in here. At the Snowball,
Sure.
We'll do 1 each, but we'll put 2 since...
That looks great.
This down here now. And then over here we have this, it's a mushroom duxelle. So it's just a minced mushroom, shallots, lots of savory. That's the smell here.
That's what I'm smelling.
Savory ingredients. So we're just going to take a little dollop of that, put it on top.
Oh. That is lovely. Oh my gosh. So this is just for 2, but how many are you planning to serve?
Well, we're going to do 1 per plate, but I don't know. I've been told upwards of 400, so we'll be ready for that. But,
yeah, Lauren, how many are we expecting to have?
Yeah, so we are expecting about 450 people total. There are still some tickets left, so if you haven't bought yours, it's crunch time now. This is your chance, but it is usually, it's a sellout every year, and we are darn close. So it is busy and fun, and I'm always, amazed and honored by how many people you see there. It really is a bit of a who's who Ottawa.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to connect, whether it's for business or for pleasure. We were talking, I'm bringing my mom this year, so it is a great night out in our city.
It is a great night out, and it is for the cause. So can you just remind viewers at home the importance of the Snowsuit Fund in our city?
For sure. So the Ottawa Snowsuit Fund has been supporting the city for over 42 years. And our main goal is to provide new warm snowsuits to children in need in our community. And we have seen the number of snowsuits that we're able to distribute every year grow and grow. So there is serious demand in our city. And I think anyone with kids does know how important it is to be able to be warm and outside in our long winter months here.
Yeah, and you actually provide for many kids. So what are
Yes.
the age groups that you're providing snowsuits for?
Yeah, so it's all children under the age of 15. So 15 and under is the age that we provide snowsuits for.
And it's so, like you said, it's so important. Like how this winter has been the craziest winter, wouldn't you say, for your kids?
Oh my goodness, every day it feels like we're getting a blizzard or it's minus 30.
Yeah,
Lots of snow.
But above the age of 30,
Yeah.
we're complaining, but the kids under are
Love
like,
it.
yes, like
Yeah.
snow days for kids are like one of the best memories.
Yes.
So to have a snowsuit is super important. I think you mentioned that it's over 21,000 snowsuits that you've had to give away this year.
Yeah, so this has been a huge year. And actually, we've just this last week with all the snow, we've seen another big sort of wave of demand come through.
Yeah.
So that number is continuing to grow. And we are well over, I think we're over 21,000 distributed so far this year, which means our fundraising causes are very, very important.
Yeah, and I think what's great about your fundraiser and all the chefs, it's a lot of give. The chefs come, they give your time. Thank you so much.
You're very
you give all
welcome.
your energies. There's donations at our online auction is already happening right now.
Yes, it is. The online silent auction is live.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. And then you've got entertainers that are coming in and providing an entertainment for all night. I know the tickets are a great price, but we know that they all go directly to the Snowsuit Fund for much needed snowsuits. Can you just give viewers at home a little bit of detail of how they can get their tickets?
Yeah, of course. So the way to get tickets is to go on our website. It is run through the Eventbrite platform, so it's very easy to go online, purchase the tickets. We also have a special on for 4-packs right now. So if you want to set up a double date, come with friends, family, or colleagues, there's a great offer there to buy a 4-pack as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to lift this up and show everybody because it smells so delightful. This is from Social. It will be at Snowball. Do not miss it. March 4th at the 50 Sussex. Thank you both for joining us, and we'll be right back with some more guests.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
On Monday, Ottawa Charge Captain Brianne Jenner, Jocelyn Larocque, and Emily Clark returned to Ottawa following the conclusion of the 2026 Olympic Games in Milano Cortina. Canada's Olympic women's hockey team won silver after losing a 2-1 gutsy game in overtime to the Americans in the gold medal match.
Heartbreaking, for sure. I think we believed that we were going to get it done, and just couldn't find a way to finish it, unfortunately. But super proud of our group, and like I said, grateful for the opportunity.
Despite the loss, the group seemed happy to be back in Canada after an enriching experience.
Really disappointment that we didn't come up with the gold. Anytime you put on a Canada jersey, you want to win gold for your teammates, for your country, for your family and your friends. But I'm super proud of our efforts. Like we left it all on the ice, no regrets. So definitely proud of the group.
I mean, it's just such a special group, so just the pride in going to battle with them, and having so much to be proud of, and second to that, having some family over there to share the experience with.
Getting to represent your country on the world stage, it's a dream come true. We have an amazing team, and I had so much fun playing with my teammates and enjoying the whole experience over there, so great memory.
Fans welcomed the trio enthusiastically, exclaiming how proud they were of the Canadian women's accomplishments.
that I'm so proud of them. They did their best, and they're very inspirational.
You watched the Olympics. Did you learn anything from watching the Canadian team?
That they tried their best, and we got a lot of medals, so yeah.
The trio will have a couple of days to relax before joining the rest of their Ottawa Charge teammates to resume the PWHL regular season. For Rogers TV Community News, this is Rowan McCarthy.
They say life is measured in moments, but really, it's measured in beats. Every beat is a promise, a rhythm that carries us forward, even when the world feels uncertain. In medicine, we chase those beats. We mend them, we protect them, we fight for them. For 50 years, these halls have been home to pioneers. Visionaries who shaped the very heart of cardiovascular medicine. But it's not just the breakthroughs, it's the people. The everyday heroes who make every beat matter. We've learned that a heart is more than muscle and blood. It's memory, it's courage, it's connection. Our heart lives on in those we serve. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is our story. 50 years of heart. And we're just getting started.
Hi, welcome back. Well, viewers, welcome back. I'm Julie Findlay, your host of Ottawa in the New. No, viewers, it's time to tumble out of bed and stumble to the theater because 9 to 5, the musical, is coming to Ottawa. Joining us is Kenzie Barrera, director of 9 to 5 musical, and Alex Simeon, leader, actor, president of CMTS, to give you a peek behind the scenes. I said CMTS, welcome, but can you just let viewers at home know what that is?
So it stands for the Carleton Musical Theatre Society at Carleton University.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so this musical, first of all, my kids know that my first 45 and my favorite movie is 9 to 5.
Yes.
So I'm definitely getting tickets, so I'm super happy that you're able to come on the show and talk to us about it. Who wants to start off with how you decided this musical?
Well, CMTS chooses a show every year to put on. Last year they did Legally Blonde the musical, which I also was a part of, and it was so much fun. And then this year was 9 to 5. So I saw the posting and I was like, I have to direct this show. So it's such a story of like female empowerment and getting together and taking back what's yours. And I just love the message of it. I loved working with them. So I'm really happy to be in the director chair for this show.
Yeah, and how long have you been running this program?
The society itself has been running for decades now. I only took over this year. At the start of this year was my first time. Thanks so much. And having Kenzie honestly has made this whole experience so much easier. I could not have asked for a better director. We're so lucky to have her.
That's fantastic. What made you decide 9 to 5?
I just loved the movie. I saw the musical years ago and just fell in love with it and saw that the rights were available, and I was like, you know what, it's a beautiful story, it's a fun time, and it's gonna sell, so I would love to do it.
Yeah, so what are you in charge of? I know it's a big job and it's a big production, so give us a little bit of what you get to do.
As president, I handle more of the logistics behind what we're allowed to do. So I was handling the rights. I oversee our executive board with our marketers, our producers, our outreach people. So we reach out to sponsors. We created a donation page this year on our Future Funder website. We are doing all the posts, stuff like that, whereas Kenzie's more of the musical itself and the creative stuff with that.
Yeah, and so when you're reaching out to the public with all of that, have you had some great response?
Yes, the community, their support's been amazing. Yeah. The donations coming in is just fantastic, and our sponsors, we've had very generous sponsors. We have some law firms, we've had Intech Communications has supported us as well, and they just any amount of money, especially as a student group, which is what we are, it just goes a long way in taking our production from a small budget to bringing it really to life.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd actually like to say a big thank you because I know that my daughter, having gone to Canterbury, there's things after that you want to be engaged all the time, and it's folks like you that are making that happen. So on the production side, coming into that, were you in charge of how many people, the auditions?
Yeah, so I got all of the materials I needed. I ran auditions with my amazing vocal director and choreographer and stage manager. And yeah, we were able to do a dance call, a vocal audition, and an acting call for those that got called back for our amazing lead roles. And it was amazing. We did auditions back in September, and we've been working on this show since like beginning of October.
That's fantastic. And we were talking in the green room, there's opportunity not just for Carleton University students. So who is it open to?
It's everybody. We have some of our like leading ladies, some of our ensemble are people that are Ottawa students or community members or alumni. We have a lot of alumni that comes back to do these shows. And then we have crew opportunities as well. If you aren't big on being on the stage, we have stage hands and ASMs and set design people, prop design people, costume design people. And all of those don't have to be Carleton University students. They can be anybody that is willing and able to help put us on a volunteer-based show and just be a part of the community.
It's such a fantastic opportunity. So you are a role in 9 to 5. Can you tell viewers who you are?
He's actually the role.
You're the role.
I'm the director. I direct his role.
Because I actually wanted you to act and you're like, no. Okay, so I was going to give it to her. Okay, your role.
I play Franklin Hart Jr. He's the big scary boss that kind of keeps everyone down, and the girls rise up and make some much needed changes in the office against his will.
Yes. Okay, I was going to say, you went a bit into character there, because when I first met you, you're so smiley. I'm like, how is he going to pull that off? But clearly you are. He's doing well?
Oh, he does very well.
That's fantastic. When is the show going to start?
Our shows are from March 5th to 8th at the Kailash Mittal Theatre on Carleton University's campus. We have the shows in the evening, and we have a couple matinees on the weekend as well.
Okay. And the cost?
About $15 for students and $20 for community members. It's super affordable. And we also have announced our understudy show for our understudies to get a little love. They are performing on the Saturday matinee, and that is actually a pay what you can show.
Okay, what do you mean by understudy show?
So we have some understudies that are in the ensemble, but they understudy the lead roles.
Okay.
So you'll see them in the ensemble during our main shows, and then we have a Saturday matinee production in which they get to step into those lead roles, and our leads are actually going to be covering their ensemble tracks. So it's such an amazing thing. They're so different casts, our understudies and our leads. So yeah, it's a minimum $5, but it's a pay what you can show. So anything to come and support our amazing understudies.
And it's best to go online to get the tickets, but you might be able to get some at the door if you're running out of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
CarletonMTS.com.
MTS.com. What has been your favorite part about this production?
The people that you meet, the connections that you make, just in theater in general, but especially here, you're with a group of people that are in a similar part of their lives as you, and you're all coming together to put on this show, and the amount of time you spend together, and just the character work that you have to do with one another also brings you closer together as people outside of the character as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a combined effort, and everybody, the same for you?
Yeah, everybody's become so close in this show. It's going to be so sad when it's over. We've all become very codependent.
You know what? It's going to work out. You just have to do the next one, too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining one. Everyone at home, make sure you grab those tickets. It's going to be a sellout, and we'll be right back with the Community That Cause.
welcome to the Silver Spring Studios. I'm a member of the board of directors at OCAPD, and this was a special project that the board really championed. We didn't do the work, but we had a pool of money that had been raised by donations and fundraising, and it got to the point where we wanted to do something innovative with it that was also going to really expand the number of people that we could serve in the community.
We offer art, and we offer pottery, and we offer glassworks, and we offer life skills as well in the form of cooking and baking. We offer a lot of socialization with the group as well. We currently are working towards building a garden project with the Catholic School Board as well.
OCAPD is the short form for the Ottawa Carleton Association for Persons with Developmental Disabilities. We've been around for about 75 years, started by a group of families who recognized the need for services and has grown exponentially. We serve about 900 people in the community, about 600 staff. We run a number of group homes, residences, day programs, all kinds of different services and activities that support persons with developmental disabilities, both in Ottawa and in Cornwall.
A program like this is important because it's open to all people throughout the community if they have developmental disabilities. This program is becoming a community, part of the Bell's Corners community in particular. We offer evening classes, we offer weekend workshops as well, so we make those inclusive. So the importance behind it is that we're breaking down barriers between disabilities and persons who are able-bodied, for example, and we're offering opportunities to continue to grow as a community.
Welcome back to Ottawa in the Know. Well, my next guest, Kimberly Wilson, is from 100 Women Who Care, a group that's making a huge impact in our city. With their upcoming collective give on Monday, this incredible organization is set to surpass a historic milestone, all thanks to the power of 100 women coming together to connect, give, and make a difference. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you, Julie. I'm wonderful. Thank you.
I actually get goosebumps because I am so impressed with this organization of 100 Women Who Care. I know a lot of people know about it, but let's just give the viewers at home a little wrap around of what that's about.
A lot of people do know about 100 Women Who Care, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
It is intentionally simple, and it really is simply powerful. So we have 100 plus women that gather either in person or in spirit. You don't have to come to the downtown meeting. You can do all of your donating from home. And it's one woman, one donation at a time, and we're going to surpass $500,000 after Monday's meeting.
That is amazing.
4 meetings a year. So it's 4 meetings a year. To be a member is free. Your only commitment is that you will donate $100 per meeting. We only have charities that can give tax receipts, so it's a win-win-win.
Win. Exactly. I had to add that extra win.
It's a win.
So each person has $100.
Yep.
And each meeting, how many organizations come and pitch what they are doing in our community?
So at the meetings are 1 hour long. Mm-hmm. We have 3 charities that come and do a 5-minute pitch, and then there is a 2 to 3 minute Q&A. It is another powerful point is that it's the members that have chosen the charities that are coming.
Okay.
So when you have consistently honored your commitment to donate $100, you then can nominate a charity of yours that you like. And then we put all the nominations on a wheel, and the wheel chooses randomly.
I had no idea that it was a wheel. That's fantastic.
Yes. So it's random.
Yeah.
It's random. Yeah.
Because just with 100 women plus, the amount that we know of what happens in our community and the need out there is big. So it's really great that everybody can bring their ideas in.
And like, for example, on Canada Helps, there's 1,900 registered charities in Ottawa.
Wow.
There's 1,900. So we can find 12. We can find 12 for each year because we have 4 meetings a year, 3 charities. And we really encourage our members to dig deep, go wider, and we really want to represent as much of Ottawa as we possibly can and be as diverse, inclusive, welcoming, And
you're doing a great job. I've been able to be a member and be part of it as well.
Yes.
So there are times I walk in, I'm like, I had no idea this charity existed.
Yes.
So it's a conversation with all women together, and men are invited too. It's not right.
No, well.
They can donate. No?
Well, there is 100 men who care.
Okay, sorry, there was one combination one that might have happened. No?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But officially,
women.
technically, yeah.
Let's just go back to
Women
women.
gather, women connect, women share, and they give.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
This Monday, who are the 3 charities that you have chosen?
It's going to be a fabulous Monday. So we have Boys and Girls Club of Ottawa with their award-winning Walk This Way program that is run by Gavin Lumsden.
Yes.
It's an amazing program for so many youth in our city. We also have the Snowsuit Fund, which I heard just went over 21,000 snowsuits.
I know.
So we have the Snowsuit Fund coming. And our other charity is Ovarian Cancer Research with Ottawa U Faculty of Medicine. And so we are very lucky in Ottawa to have Dr. Barbara Vanderheiden doing that research. So again, it's a win for the women in our community. It's a win for the charities.
Yeah, and each, by the end of the night, how much money goes out to the 3 charities, or up to, like, in total?
So that depends on, it varies every meeting.
With like $10,000.
That's with only 100 people.
Yeah.
We have more than 100 women. And in December, we smashed all records and did $17,160 in 1 hour.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I know your thing is always bring a friend, and the room at let's tell everybody where it is held. So it's
held at Milestones Lansdowne. We're super lucky to have them as a wonderful community partner. They're just so generous with us. And you know, there really isn't a age limit on wanting to make a difference in your community. So we have some younger professional women in their late 20s, early 30s, all the way up to some members that are in their 80s.
That's true. And you've had members, like, how long have you been with 100 Women Who Care?
So the organization started in 2014. I was briefly there in 2015, and then there were some life events that happened. And but I've been back permanently since 2016. Yeah.
So what's your favorite part about the evening and about the organization? Those are 2 questions, but you're so passionate about it, you can tell, so I'd love to hear. The
favorite part is we are a sisterhood for good. We are a sisterhood. We do good, we feel good. We are welcoming, we're inclusive. We make a big impact, and all we do, and not all we do, but we come together, we gather, we connect, we share, we support, we give. It's super, 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 super powerful.
It is super powerful, and I could just say personally to everybody at home, it's just that idea that you come into the room and you're always going to meet someone new who has their story, and you have time to do it. Because you do say it's sort of an hour long, but there's a time you can get there early, have something to eat, and enjoy the company of everyone around. You also have raffles that happen too. Like how you just have so many.
So technically the meeting with the charities goes from 6 until 7. That's when we have the presentations, the Q&A, the donations, and the prizes. From 5 until 6 is what we call the social hour. And so Milestones has happy hour pricing. Women come, they meet up with friends, or they meet somebody new. I can honestly tell you, if you really feel inspired to come, trust me, just come on your own. You will be welcomed.
Absolutely.
And you'll be seen, heard, valued. It's all
Thank you so much for joining me. 100 Women Who Care are inviting any more women to join this Monday and any other time. The website was there. Thank you so much for everyone joining us, and yourself as well. We'll be right back with our next guest.
9-year-old Caden has had more than his share of health challenges. Last year, he began experiencing unexplained painful headaches. Initial tests were inconclusive, but a persistent doctor at CHEO determined to find answers, noticed abnormalities on Caden's left side. An MRI revealed a cancerous tumor in his brain, which required immediate surgery and chemotherapy. Caden is now cancer-free, and he recently shared his journey at a breakfast event where he was named the 2026 CHEO champion in partnership with the Children's Miracle Network.
It means like the world to me to get this amazing opportunity because of what I've done and what I've been through. It's absolutely amazing, and I am looking forward to doing all of these different events and meeting all of these new people throughout my year as CHEO champion.
CHEO Foundation President and CEO Steve Reed called Caden the perfect ambassador, inspiring and providing hope to other patients and families with his boundless energy and positive outlook.
Really designed to get the message out to everybody that CHEO needs some support, and when CHEO gets some support, we do some great things for the kids.
For Rogers TV Community News, I'm Mike James.
Welcome back. Well, this year, Roger Neilson's Children's Hospice celebrates its 20th anniversary. 2 decades of care, compassion, and support for children and families facing many illnesses. Megan Wright, CEO of the Roger Neilson's Children's Hospice, is here to share how this milestone, Cherished Lives, Lasting Legacies, honors the past, celebrates today, and looks towards the future. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I do want to say thank you for making the time. You have a busy year, 20 years.
It's exciting.
It's really exciting.
Yes.
I'd love if you could bring viewers back to 20 years ago and how this all started.
Yeah, so Roger Neilson, who was a beloved coach and member of the hockey club for the Ottawa Senators, passed away in 2003. And Cyril Leader has been educating us ever since that Roger's desire was to support the build of a hospice here in our community to care for children with life-limiting illness. What we know about Roger, and I really wish I had met him and I didn't, but what we know about him is he really cared about kids in our community and making sure that they had the resources and the care that they needed to live their best lives. And so the legacy lives on 20 years still. We're very, very happy to have Roger's name part of our organization, and the Senators Hockey Club still very much a part of our brand.
Yeah, it's absolutely an inspiration. Just when his name is mentioned, you right away know the importance he was in our community.
Absolutely.
And I know it started on very meager beginnings.
Yeah, it did.
How did it start?
Yeah, so really 300 organizations in our city, 300 came together and built the house at a fraction of the cost of what it should have cost in record time. And so we opened our doors April 21st of 2006, and 45,000 days of care later, we're still providing that same care, and many of the 300 organizations are still really involved with us today, whether it's great. Electrical companies, plumbing companies, people who sponsor our maintenance in the house, really still provide that opportunity to provide the care that we do. And so it's really, this 20-year celebration is about thanking the community and, you know, recognizing that they built this house, the house that Love built in 2003.
That's fantastic. And that's what it is. It is that Cherished Lives, Lasting Legacies, honors the past, celebrates today, and looks to the future. Definitely what you're saying is encompassing in all of that. And how are you doing these celebrations?
So on April 21st, we're going to have a very small event at the hospice, really with a select few people who were there right from the very beginning to say thank you, to remind them of the great work that we do, inclusive of our team and inclusive of our families. And throughout the year, we're going to be telling the community our story through social media and other opportunities like this. So thank you for having us. And then later in the fall, we're going to be having a very big event where we'll be inviting the community, really, to come and celebrate with us. So staff who worked with us back then, families who have been with us for the 20 years, the people who helped build the house, volunteers who have been giving their time for the past 20 years. the foundations who have supported us. So it's going to be a really large, very fun, family-friendly event that we hope to include the whole community in recognizing this really exciting and fun milestone for us.
Yeah, we were definitely going to be following you all the way through that. But back to the families, because that's really the impact and what he wanted, Roger Neilson,
Yes.
and fantastic. So what does Roger Neilson do for families?
Yeah, so we are a 10-bed pediatric hospice. So we care for families and children right from diagnosis. So that might mean we're with families for maybe just a few hours. It could also mean we care for children for 10 years. And so in that time, we provide respite care, we provide symptom management care, so really making sure that the kids are as well as they can be to live their best life in the community, and then obviously provide end-of-life care. After a patient passes away, we also provide bereavement support for the entire family.
Yeah, it is a wonderful environment for everyone that's going through a really tough time.
Yes.
And the support is big.
Yes.
With the day-to-day, you have so many programs that are running and so many people. Can you just give viewers a little glimpse of that?
Yeah. So the best part of the day is when the kids are playing with our recreation therapy teams. So there's lots of opportunities with the volunteers to be doing arts and crafts. There's always cookies being baked, so the house always smells. Yeah, the house always smells great. But we really try to make sure that the children's lives are really cherished for every single moment that they have, because that is precious time. On top of that, we provide a lot of support. So siblings of the children who we're caring for, we make sure that they have special moments as well. We make sure that they're cared for and they have a voice and they know that their feelings and thoughts about their sibling being really sick is important to discuss with trained counselors, really. The same for parents. It's a really, really devastating thing to go through when your child is suffering from a palliative care diagnosis. There's a lot of anticipatory grief before that child passes away. So we have a lot of support groups that go on. And then our bereavement programs are really, very, very important to make sure that children, families, grandparents have the support that they need after a child passes. And last year we launched a new program where we care for all young grievers in our community. So whether you're a young griever whose sibling passed away or your parent passed away or your best friend passed away, we care for all young grievers, because it was really a space that didn't exist for kids in our community. We know from statistics that 1 in 12 children in Canada suffers the loss of somebody really important to them before they turn 18. So that's 2 in every classroom who, without the support of an organization like Roger Neilson Children's Hospice, would go on grieving without the support that they need. So we launched that program last year. It includes an overnight camp, which we launched last June, and we're doing again this year, where we take 25 to 30 campers away for the weekend, and they get to be kids. And in that moment, they do canoeing and swimming and crafts, but they also get to talk about their grief, and that's really, really important for kids.
Yeah, last longing memories and forever friends is too what comes from an overnight camp.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We do have 1 minute, and I do want it to give you an opportunity to let our viewers know how they can support the Roger Neilson House.
Yes, so we're very, very lucky to be supported by the Children's Hospital Foundation, the CHEO Foundation, and so if folks wanted to donate money to our programs and services that I've talked about today, because we are only supported about 50% from government funding, the rest does come from the community. So it's important that we make sure that folks know that, so they can support us through the CHEO Foundation. We're always looking for wonderful volunteers to come and participate in our activities with the kids and families. So if you're interested in volunteering, you can check out our website.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, and everyone, make sure you follow everything on social media. There's lots of events going on. It's been a long years of decades of this house being available to families in need and many more. Thank you.
The province is consulting right now on a proposed amendment through the Ministry of the Solicitor General. Municipalities have been invited to provide feedback, and the deadline to submit comments is March 1st. This came out, this was published in early January. Nobody brought this forward to Transit Committee, nobody brought this forward to Police Services Board, so I did it in consultation with the Mayor's Office, with the Chief of Police, and with Ryan Perrault, all of whom support this motion. I have spoken to them. I've also spoken to some special constables about this, and I'll get to that in a bit. We are not directing police operations. We are not changing police deployment. We are not touching the police budget. We are simply taking a position as a municipality in a provincial consultation before the deadline closes.
You know, what I hear from residents is that they're concerned about safety and security on buses and trains, that they've witnessed incidents that have been of concern to them, that have caused them worry. And so we need to have all the tools that we can at our disposal in order to manage that situation. And this isn't our decision. It's not our legislation. It's a provincial matter. But we're indicating our support for having more tools available to special constables so that they're able to do whatever is necessary to keep our public transit system safe, as our residents would expect.
Our special constables are sworn peace officers, which means they have the powers of a police officer on or in relation to transit property, so they undergo a robust training program. If the amendments to the act that the province has proposed would be approved and it goes through all the procedures, then the Ontario Police College, we anticipate, would update their mandated curriculum that we are required to train on, and we train our special constables on. So while our special constables already today are trained on drug and seizure procedures, that's under the Federal Controlled Drugs and Substances Act.
Welcome back. Well, joining us now are two incredible guests, Amber Bramer from Cornerstone Housing for Women and Ken Gorman from Lionhearts. They are here to talk about this weekend's Coldest Night of the Year walks across Ottawa and Canada. This family-friendly event raises funds and awareness for people experiencing homelessness and a powerful way for our community to come together and show support for those who need it most. Thank you both for taking the time to join me today. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So Coldest Night of the Year, I do remember 20 years ago when my daughter was 5 years old and it was her birthday party. So this walk has been going on for a long time.
Yes.
Tell us about how long.
Oh my gosh, it's been going on, like you said, for 20 years, and Cornerstone Housing for Women has been involved in Coldest Night of the Year since 2020. It's one of our main fundraisers of the year, and it's a winterific, family fun fundraising walk that you can get your coworkers, your family, your friends, your neighbors together. You can walk at our event spaces, or you can go and walk on your own, and the whole idea is to raise money for local charities. There's 7 in Ottawa that are doing it, and we're just 2 of them here today.
Yes. Well, you are one that we're just going to get to in a minute, but you are the one that actually checked the weather, because we've been having a lot of cold days. So is it our coldest night, or is this a...
This is one of the better days. It's going to be above zero during the day, so by the time the walk starts, it'll be somewhere right around freezing. So as long as the wind stays down, we're okay.
Yeah, I think just means more people coming on the walk.
100%.
So you are running your walk in Stittsville.
Main Street, Stittsville.
And it is to support what?
Lionhearts. So we do food rescue and essential good recovery. We serve 70 agencies across Ottawa. We're active in Kingston, Ottawa, and just last month started in London.
Okay, I want to talk even a little bit more. You just say it like, oh, we just do this. This is a phenomenal program, definitely, that started how long ago?
2014, Travis Blackmore, shout out to Travis, started food rescue in Kingston. Got into food recovery, goods recovery, opened a women's shelter, became a homeless shelter, various projects in Kingston. There's food box programs, there's pop-up sales for fresh fruit and vegetables in Kingston. And then in 2019, moved to Ottawa, opened up our operations in 2023 in Stittsville. And then just last month, opened up operations in London. We're invited by the Mayor of London to bring the model down there.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And the model works. You've seen it work?
We recovered $10.5 million in the first 6 months of 2025.
And how do you do the recovering?
Partners.
Okay.
All amazing partners from Costco to Amazon are the big ones. TD Place, CHEO Hospital, hotels, Brook Street Hotel, Starbucks. Cobb's Bread has been an amazing sponsor. Cobb's Bread overproduces on a daily basis, and we recover food from all 7 in Ottawa, 1 in Kingston every single night, 7 days a week.
That is fantastic. Well,
Amazing,
thank you.
amazing partners.
Yeah, and like you said, the Coldest Night has about 7 walks across Ottawa, which allows any of our viewers and our public to join into any one. And how do they do that?
So folks can go online to cnoy.org and look up their location. So Cornerstone Housing for Women will be walking in Ottawa Westboro, and you can look up any location: Ottawa Centertown, Stittsville, Canada. And it's super easy to use on their website, cnoy.org.
I'm going to actually pitch each walk against each other, because I know that each walk always has these fun things that are happening, and like you say, it's family friendly. So who would like to go first to talk about their walk?
Oh, I'd love to jump in.
Okay. Oh, you're
Ladies
so
first.
nice.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. So Cornerstone, again, it's our 7th year. We're extremely excited that we have 3 new sponsors this year. We have Karma Dharma Scrivens, who just came in last week because they have heard so much about the Coldest Night of the Year and they just wanted to be involved. And then we also have Batter Up Bakery, who's opening up their event space for us, which is called the Field House. Yeah, and so we are really excited to have 2 rest stops this year. One will be at our supportive housing residence on Princeton Avenue, so folks who are on the walk can go into our housing residence and see a little bit of what it's like to live in a supportive housing home. Grab your hot chocolate, grab some tiramisu by Fratelli, and keep on going on your walk. And then at Batter House Bakery, we'll have a little bit more information about what Cornerstone does and who we are. And then people will come back to the main event space for some chili and a scavenger hunt for some prizes.
Oh, fun. Scavenger hunt.
Okay,
write that one
writing
down.
that down. Yeah. Just before we go, both walks, you have either a 2-kilometer or 5 kilometers. Is that what it is?
Correct.
Okay, great. That's fantastic. And what are you doing with your evening?
Our rest stop is sponsored by Starbucks. So the little
you might
cake pops and coffee and all Starbucks goods at the halfway point. Back at our main stop, Cobb's Bread, one of our main sponsors as well, supplying all the bread and desserts to go along with our chili. The Vanier Community Church has volunteered to prepare all the meals for everyone as well. So it's an amazing time.
It is really an amazing time. And I wasn't saying it as far as it's a party, but it really is a time to stop and get to know your neighbors, because that's who you are inviting, is your neighbors for a good cause. What have you most enjoyed about the Coldest Night of the Year?
Probably, like you said, reaching out to our partners and seeing if we can get them involved in a different way. Mm-hmm. You know, they do such amazing work with us in the food recovery that now we're trying to draw them in to tell them more about all the other programs we have. So probably that angle is the most interesting part for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love the Coldest Night of the Year is my favorite fundraiser because one, I don't have to dress up. I don't have to take hours to dress up in my heels and whatever for a gala or something, but I get to connect with our neighbors, like you said, with the community members that really care about Cornerstone, and the local businesses have just stepped up in a way like no other, and we truly appreciate it.
Yeah, I think that's what I like about it most. And everyone who does sign up gets the lovely toque that you're wearing. Yeah. So it actually, everyone at home, thank you so much for joining us. But everyone at home, you will see the streets will be lined with these hats on Saturday evening. 7 locations across Ottawa. Make sure you're part of it. It's easy, it's fun. Cookies, chili, friends, community. What else could you ask for? Stay tuned. We'll be right back to talk about Money Sense this February Heart Month.
On Tuesday, the Girls High School AAA OFSA Division Hockey Championship was held at the Nepean Sportsplex between the Nepean Knights and the defending 2025 champions, the Louis Riel Rebels. Prior to puck drop, both teams lined up to salute Louis Riel's graduating player Caroline Courchain, who has been battling leukemia for the last 2 seasons. Though she didn't play, she suited up and supported her fellow players from the bench.
It makes me sad that it's my last game, but being with these girls, it makes my day every day coming to school. They bring a smile to my face even when I'm coming to school and it's a bad day.
With 1:30 left in the first period, the Rebels drew first blood when Malaya McMullen goes along the board, setting up Emma Lewis, who taps it in on the rebound, giving Louis Riel a 1-0 lead. No scoring in the second period, but early in the third, Nepean's Renly Cowan gets it out of the neutral zone to Annika Kingwell, who takes it through the neutral zone, gets it around the Rebels' defense, over to Rio Francis, who keeps chipping at it and knocks it in, tying the game at 1. Louis Riel's Neve Pion-Robin takes it down ice into the corner, sends it off to Annabelle McKenzie in the high slot, knocks it in, and the Rebels regain their lead 2-1. They would add to their lead as Malaya McMullen goes in from the blue line, taking a pass from Chloe Martineau, slipping it past the goaltender, and it's 3-1 Rebels. After a timeout, Nepean pulled their goalie with just over 2 minutes to go, and when things looked all said and done, the Rebels hit the post on this empty net shot, which turned the tides for Nepean. Athena Casey taking it into the Rebels zone, passes it across to Renly Cowan, who fires a glove side, narrowing their deficit to 1. With the net still empty, the Knights kept up the pressure, but it wouldn't be enough as Louis Riel would go on to win this one 3-2. Both teams will represent Ottawa at the OFSA finals at the end of March in LaSalle, Ontario. With your community news, I'm Kevin Tanker for Rogers TV.
Relive the magic of Music and Beyond, where classical music meets art, culture, and unforgettable live performances. Only on Rogers TV. Don't miss a note.
Welcome back. Well, our final guest of the hour is our go-to money sense expert, Joanne Kudakevich from Desjardins Financial Security. She's helping us monthly, and this month, with Heart Month underway, Joanne is here to share how financial stress can impact our heart health. So she's here to offer tips on building confidence, planning ahead, and protecting yourself and your loved ones. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I love that it is Heart Month, and you actually are absolutely right. That is a stress on yourself when you talk about finances.
Absolutely. Well, they say financial stress is the #1 stress for Canadians.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, why is that?
You know, there are a lot of things that we can't control, right? We know right now the cost of living is higher, so that causes a lot of stress for individuals. The economy, you know, south of the border, there's so much going on, and so there's a lot of uncertainty that causes stress. But there's also something else that causes a lot of stress for individuals, and it could be procrastination, it could be avoidance. Right, and it happens. We all do it.
And it's not a procrastination that you're trying to put it off. It's just that seems to always be the last thing that you take care of. And I don't know why that is. Are you hopefully going to tell me why that is?
And you know what? Often it's uncertainty, right? Okay. If you don't feel confident about, and many people may not, you know, finances aren't great to talk about, especially if you're uncertain about your numbers, right? And so it's easy when life is busy, it's easy to just put it off.
Yeah, and do that mental math as you're walking down the street.
Absolutely. But, you know, we find and we see in statistics just the act of not opening up those bills, right, cause so much more stress than the actual bills themselves. And that's a big one for many Canadians.
You're always giving us advice, but I've never get a chance to let you or ask you what you can do to help a lot of people with this, because your services are phenomenal. So I'd love all the viewers at home to know what you can do.
Thank you. You know what, when it comes to completing a financial plan, which is something that we have several individuals within our firm that will complete financial plans, certified financial planners, most individuals are scared to even start the process, right? Because they have to look through all their documents. And so the biggest thing is just walking into the space and saying, you know what, this is not about stress. We're just going to break down the barriers. And for me, it's all about completing the financial plan. right? Having an understanding of what somebody's goals are, what their current situation is, where they want to go, and then we work backwards with them to help them complete a plan and really do it in the least stressful way and a very empowering way.
Yeah. When you end up working with so many clients, is there something you find yourself repeating that calms them into making sure they can take this time in their day and in their lifetime to get organized?
The biggest thing is when somebody understands their numbers. It's amazing, Julie. Like, I will have people come in, especially with we're working for the first time, and their shoulders are up, they feel tense, and they'll come back after, or even at the end of the meeting where we're unraveling and seeing everything come together. You can see physically their stress levels reduced.
Yeah, and the thing is, you love numbers, like any. Yes. So it's you almost to say to people at home that are struggling with this, you can't be an expert at everything.
No.
So go to the experts to get the help that you need.
Exactly, and it's know your numbers, but know what's available to you, right? I think the biggest issue is if you don't know what you have available to you, you can't make the best, most educated decision for yourself. You're also not expected to know everything, so working with a professional that can guide you and say, you know what, Julie, here's the situation, here are your options, option A, B, or C. I am empowering you to then say, okay, this is where I'd like to start. This is how I'd like to approach it. It really is, the knowing your numbers is all about empowering you to feel good about the decisions that you're going to make.
Yeah, and having the options that you know you can have.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you were talking about a little bit about critical illness insurance.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to explain this to me.
Oh my gosh, well, Heart Month, right?
Yeah.
We're so aware of what we need to do to be heart healthy. And when it comes to financial health, it's, again, understanding your numbers, knowing what you have available. Critical illness is an incredible tool that is available to many Canadians. It's a product that protects you against a critical illness. So if you have critical illness coverage, if you get diagnosed of one of 25 illnesses, you get a lump sum. So say if you have $100,000 of critical illness insurance and unfortunately have a heart attack, 30 days later, you would receive a check for $100,000 that you can use towards recovery, rehabilitation. Maybe it's because your husband needs to take time off of work to take you to treatments.
Really?
It's an incredible product. And the best part is when we talk about planning for the future, there's a way to set it up where you can get all the money that you paid into it back if you never make a claim.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Is this new or am I just not in the know?
It's like 20 years old.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
But it's incredible.
Well,
right?
I was just going to say, there's so many layers of opportunities,
Yes.
and that's why you're on monthly. Everybody at home, she is on monthly. So if you have questions, please reach out to us. We will answer them for you. Okay, so 20 years ago, this was in.
Yeah, 25 years. It's been around for a while.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Is there anything else you want to just bring up as I go on to my next question of maybe I don't know about?
Well, the critical illness is a big one.
Yeah.
It's any time we talk about finances, protecting your income. I think that's a big one. It ties into the critical illness. But if you're in your working years, your income, right, how you pay your bills, how your family is able to survive is important. And so we want to make sure to protect your income. So it's looking at disability insurance.
Okay.
Is another one that I would
Disability,
recommend.
sorry.
Disability insurance.
Okay.
So disability insurance is tied to your income. So if you can't work, you know, say it's an illness or it's an injury, then you're able to supplement your income through your disability insurance.
And these insurances we can get through you?
Yes.
Okay, very
Absolutely.
easy. Okay, how do we get an appointment with you to talk about all these? Because I know we only get 8 minutes, so if somebody has more questions.
Yes, so connecting with me, I think we'll put up our information, just connecting. And I always say it starts with a conversation because everybody's situation is different. And so, you know, we start with a 30-minute complimentary conversation and really figure out what the best way is for our team to help the individual that we're speaking with.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love when you come on. I hope everybody enjoys it too. It's just that thing about money. We don't always talk about it, but there's nothing to worry about it. We all get relaxed. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this hour. It really, truly was a great hour of so many people that make a big difference in our community. I hope you join us next time at Ottawa in the Know, and I'm your host, Julie Findlay. Take care.